Hello everyone, it's Scott Workout, and today we are here for a new video where I answer to your questions. So let's start with the first comment. Deadshot FX 3716 asked, can I ask how do you train now? I almost believe in this two-set stuff as well. Okay guys, so you were this close to fall in the anwser propaganda. I'm really proud of you if you didn't. Hopefully. I remember a time when I was at the gym looking at people and saying to myself, these guys are training wrong. They are not doing the two sets method. But then, just after that, I realized that I was the guy training wrong. So, let's start. I will explain how I train now. I just got my training here. And before looking really deeply in the program, you need to understand what are my goals. Because before designing any program, you need to set goals, to fix goals. My goals are to unlock the full planche and gain as much muscles as possible in the next year. So, how did I design my program around this? You can see that I got 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days of training, and I trained the planche 5 times during the week. I also trained the front lever, but I'm not chasing the real front lever. I'm just doing movements that are like the front lever, but that builds muscles. So, for example, lying down rows, which are literally rows that are in the same movement pattern as the front lever pull-ups. So I got some here, 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 and other stuff. Then I don't skip the legs. Obviously, I do two leg days, which is the bare minimum to build muscles in the legs. I also bike a lot in my life, so it's okay. And I prefer like jumping, you know. I really like jumping, explosive strength rather than running for hundreds of kilometers and all of this. So, the principle of the program, I will not get really into the details because it's really planche specific. So if you don't really want to unlock the full planche, it's not going to be useful for you. But one thing that makes the difference with the two sets method is the periodization, and also that you not only train pushing 1 day, pulling the other day, and legs. You can like mix. As you see here, I have a lot of pushing, first planche, and just a bit of pulling. So planche, 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 like pushing. Here, pulling with the rows and the wrist curls and side delts. Here I got a lot of pulling with front lever and all this stuff, hammer curls, just a bit of pushing, so it doesn't even count because this is really light planche. It's like doing 3 planche leans, you know, like really easy one. And the legs, here I got a mix of both planche and legs. So you can mix everything, not in like the push-pull leg of anwser, which is not optimal. Clearly not, because your muscles need several stimulations in the week, and not at the maximum intensity every time. Then you're getting exhausted, your tendons doesn't really recover well, and a lot of bad things. It's why you need to periodize your training, which is, in other words, just managing the fatigue throughout the weeks. So week 1, I would say it's pretty intense and the volume is okay. So it's like this, I would say. Here's the intensity, here's the volume, it's balanced. Then week 2, the volume goes up and the intensity goes down, in order to practice more, especially for the planche, and build a lot of stimulus for my muscles, but keep the intensity low so I can still recover from the week 1 and prepare for the week 3, where the intensity goes up and the volume goes a bit down compared to the week 2, but this is the same as the week 1. So we are here, and I'm trying to progress the overload on this week. So maybe I did incline dumbbell bench press. I did, I don't know, 15 kg, 10 reps. So this week, as you can see, the rep ranges change 6 to 8. So I was at 15 kg, now I'm 17.5, and I do 6 or 8 reps, like in this range. And I can push a bit more to close to RP 9, so closer to failure. Then week 4 is the peak. I do my best. I even try to progress a bit on this, not especially the weights, but the reps and all this stuff. Where it's generally the week where you build the most muscles because you are closer to failure. But then you don't do another week to failure. You do a deload, which is really, really important. A deload, not like the 2 sets method where you're only intuitive deloads, which are not really efficient, because when you feel that you are tired, it's already too late. It's already too late. You can feel tired after this week, but you're not destroyed, and then you have the deload week, because maybe you felt amazing this last day. So then you say to yourself, okay, maybe I can train 1 day more intensely, and 1 day more, and 1 day more. And you end up doing another week like this. Okay, maybe you had the energy, but then what is gonna happen? You are here, then you are here. Your progress is stalling, and you went so hard on your tendons that you need to recover a lot. So the deload week is just here to prevent. Remember that progress, improvement is not linear. It's like this, then you deload, so you are tired, your performance is drop, then you go higher with the week 1, week 2 you drop, week 3 you go higher, week 4 you push, and then deload you go. So it's all about to manage the fatigue, and this is very important. So that shot, I can help you, but I need to know several things before. So what are your goals? You want to gain muscles, gain strength in some movements, gain weight, gain muscles, lose weight, so / lose fat. What equipments do you have? Where are you a complete beginner or something like this? Just put all the details. How old are you also? Maybe it can help. Put all the details, and it will be a pleasure to help you. So then, let's continue with the second bro. No, up, yeah. I'm 28 years old. Wait, do you see with the camera? Okay, like this is gonna be better. 28 years old, 65 kg, 167. 8 months ago, okay, you lost some weight. You mean that you were 59 then? Right now you're stuck at 60. Okay. I'm starting from 0. There is no shame. We all start somewhere. You want to build muscle and make some progressions. So first you need to make things clearer. You want to get good at pull-ups, dips, push-ups, bench press, whatever you want, or you just want to build muscles. You don't care about strength. You will build strength also, but it's going to be general strength. So because your muscles are going to be bigger, you will be better at bench press, at push-ups, at pull-ups because your biceps got bigger, also your lats. you're going to be better, but not like pulling 80 kg, you know. So if you really want also to get a bit more in strength, we can do this, but personally I don't really recommend it to you because it's a lot way more fatigue. Sometimes it gets boring and there is a bit more chance that you get injured if you go in strength. If you don't do the movements correctly, you need to include a bunch of things that are not really interesting for you if you don't really want to go pro or move crazy weights. You can still just tell me and we'll work on this together. Okay, so push-pull leg program, this is really shit. Dips, so you also already do dips assisted with the ground, row, chin up, ground 2, okay. So you are already starting. It's why I don't recommend to go in strength directly. First you build the muscles, then you go in strength, it's better. And if you just want to build the muscles, it's also okay. I'm working out with gym rings, so you got the gym rings at home. Leg days, so yeah, leg days is okay. 3 sets, 12 reps with 3 minutes every set. So you see, these types of thing doesn't really mean anything, because if I pick like a 10 kg dumbbell to do like bench press and I do 3 sets of 12 reps, for me it's not enough, you know, it's like too light, so it doesn't really mean anything. But later I've seen 2 sets method just one day ago. I do just one day, then your video pop. Yeah, hopefully my video popped, bro, because then you will have get in trouble. Like, this method is not bringing you real muscles and real strength. It's making you, I will show you after. So yeah, okay. So give me your goals. I want to gain muscles. It's a goal. It's clean. And I think I already got a program that can switch your goal. Yeah, this one. I made it for one of my friends. And it can be pretty good for you because you pull-ups, bench. So you can replace bench basically with push-ups, dips, squats, and pull-up. Yeah, it can suit you. Tell me how many days per week you want to train, which movements you want to train. It will be good also if I can see your actual physique. So, and something you can do is pick a character of anime, for example Baki, for example, or someone that you want to have the shape, you know, because for example if I do like Baki Hanma, like his physique has a certain shape. Obviously this is impossible to get his physique, this is an anime, but just the shape, you see really large delts, this V-taper like this, arms, really dominant arms, forearms, everything, you know. But if I pick someone else, for example this guy, Garo, you see his physique is pretty different. You got huge delts, but he's more lean, he's not as big. Like the delts are really huge, but the traps are less than Baki. The back is also really prominent, the abs. So it's quite different. Pick a physique like that and we'll work on this together, because it's gonna be a bit different on the accessories exercises. And sometimes you just look better like this. But basically, I think the V-taper, the delts, the arms is the base. The legs also with the quads, the calves is very good. So tell me your goals. Do you have dumbbells at home and everything? and it will be a pleasure to help you. So let me see the time, 14 minutes. Before leaving, for the people that are still on the video, let me show you what 2 sets method do to yourself. No, what it does. What 2 sets method does to you. Okay. Look, 1 month pull-up progression. So here my pull-ups were kinda clean. But look at what is happening. Okay, I'm pulling. The form isn't perfect. I'm kinda using my hip to bounce, you know. And then, okay, I thought that I had some progression, some improvements, but in reality, the form of my pull-ups just went down to maximize the reps and the weight. Here. Look, I don't relax fully. Boom. Here also. I'm far from the bar. Look how far is my chin. And I thought I had progress. And you know what was saying Jan Berzigel? It's okay. It's perfect. Look here also. I was doing dips. Boom. Look the lock of my elbows. And the higher the weight was getting, first I had some pain in my shoulder, and also the less I was controlling the eccentric part in order to save energy for the concentric. So if you do 2 sets method well, you can get good results, obviously, you can. But the way Jan Berzigel teaches this is not the right way. If you really want to maximize your progress with 2 sets method, you should control the eccentric part, should pull and control. Relax, pull and control. Like this. So your muscles are a lot of time under tension, and it's why you can only do 2 sets, which still not optimal. But if you really don't have the time to train, okay, you go to the gym, you do these 2 sets that are like in the curve of progress. 1 set is this, 2 sets, like 3 sets you still have gains, 4 sets, and then it's kind of plateauing. So I hope you understood that. I hope I was clear. But yeah, it's like this video that made a lot of views. Obviously I gained the strength. I was doing pull-ups to the maximum, but I didn't really gain muscles. Look, like my arms gain way more muscles with the things that I'm doing right now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have any question, let me know in the comments, and see you in the next one.